Hello, my lovely scrappy friends, and welcome to Freeze Friday. So let's see what we got up to this week and what might be coming up in the next week. So I got 4 layouts up on my channel since we last saw each other last Friday. So I'm quite happy about that. And I have quite a few coming up over the next few days as well. So I'm so happy to be back into my scrap room. And this weekend is the Secret Not Secret Kit Club party. And I had a very long day with my mom yesterday, catching up and getting things done for her that I wasn't able to do during my work marathon, since I was just really popping in to do some quick groceries and banking for her during that time. So we spent a lovely day catching up and getting things done yesterday, which means that I have a full 3 days. I mean, there's some chores and cooking and laundry that unfortunately doesn't do itself. I wish it did. Remember that series Bewitched? I wish I could wiggle my nose and it was all done, but there you go. So a little bit of that for sure, but I take it. And then my reward in between chores is scrapbooking. So I'll be doing a lot of scrapbooking this weekend as well. So all of the layouts I'm going to show you do have videos. So the first one, of course, is last Sunday's Sketch Sunday, where we used a lovely sketch that had been chosen by my friend Ronnie. And Ronnie participated and had a video on Sunday as well. And we used a sketch from Series 2, Day 4. And this is what I came up with. I went a little bit off the rails. But if you've probably seen the video, and if not, I will link it below or link it at the end here so that I won't go into too much detail. But I'm happy to have used colored cardstock on the background, which is one of our Freeze Gang January product focuses. I use my stencil, which is my January stencil. So I'm quite happy with that one. Then you would have seen on my channel on Monday this layout, which is a new collaboration called For the Love of Crafting and Sharing, which I'm doing with a bunch of my lovely scrappy friends. And every month on the 20th, we will share a project and there will be a theme. This month's theme was simply Express Yourself, and it was really about introducing our scrappy selves, our style. So I use one of my go-to designs, one of my favorite collections. So it too is on my channel, of course. Then another one of my favorite, I really love the layouts I got done this week. I don't know if it was just because I relaxed after all that work and I was able to just let that pent-up creativity come out, but I'm quite happy. This is for another new series that I'm doing with my scrappy friends, and this was spearheaded by my friend Amy from One Mummy Scrapping and my friend Miranda Weber. And when we were doing our famous, crafty goal or ideas for 2020, a little while, pretty much all of us, so many of us said we really wanted to get those stamps out and used more. So we did. And this, if you remember last week, I was telling you how I'd been so happy that I was using these stamps, and I dug out the 49 on Market. Well, they were for this layout, and you will have seen this layout now. And I absolutely love this layout, and I'm quite happy with it. And if you've noticed, a lot of the new, collaborations this year are focusing on using our stash, getting our tools out, including our stamps, which I think is just awesome. And it really goes with our Freeze Gang philosophy and ideas, and it's making it so much easier and so much fun. I had so much fun doing this. Really, I'm just so thrilled. And then another thing that I'm totally honored for, the video just before this one, it actually went up today, is that I'm guest designing for Spiegel Mom Scraps this month, which I think is just awesome. And I'm just so chuffed and honored that I was asked. So here is the first layout that I did for that. And it's on my channel. And I got so excited through the video talking all about this, I forgot to let everybody know in the video that there you can use a code for a discount, Moira 15, so MOIRA 15, and you will get a 15% discount because I'm a guest designer. Is that not cool? So there you go. And that video is really literally just before this one. It went up a couple of hours ago, and look at all that gorgeous sequin gorgeousness that I have on there. So there you go. Now, I'm sort of thinking, because as you know, I excluded Nuvo drops from my freeze because I really wanted to transition from enamel dots over to Nuvo drops, and that's going very well. There are some lovely Nuvo drops that I do want to get my hands on, but they are later in the year. The Creativation release that I really loved, I think is both June and September releases. September, our freeze will be over. So I'm toying with the idea of basically adding the Nuvo drops back to my freeze for a few months and maybe allowing myself 1 or 2 more fun sequin purchases, because the February release is coming out on Sunday. So I don't know. Is that cheating or not? So like if I add something, I don't know. Tell me what you think about that. If I add the Nuvo, does that allow me to maybe do 1 or 2 lovely sequin purchases, or do you think that would be cheating? I don't know. The Nuvo Glacier paste is going to be part of my kits. And then in every kit I get, Christina, I did ask her to include a sequin mix and a flare package from Scrap and Happy Studio. So I will be getting those. So I guess it's okay if I don't. So anyway, tell me guys what you think about that. So the other thing this week that I'm quite proud of is I continued on the stamping frenzy, and you will see a layout coming up on my channel on Monday where I did some more stamping for the Scrap 5 challenge. And this I'm very proud of because this is a stamp I bought, I think, a couple of years ago at least. And I bought it because, one, it's cute, it's fun. I'm not a boy mom per se. I'm a boy cat mom, but a lot of these actually work perfectly. Double Trouble, Chaos Coordinator, High Voltage, Epic Adventures, Boy Mom and All Day, Every Day, and when I'm home, Chopin, it demands a lot of attention. So I think that's my boy. So I thought they were really cute. And then of course my friend Sarah had designed this stamp for Ink Road. So I really wanted to get it to encourage her as well. And finally, I think 2 years later, I used it. So I'm thrilled with that. Then last week, I totally forgot in my Freeze Friday. I really wanted to talk to you about, because Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, her B challenge on the ABC Challenge series is Boys, Balloons, and Butterflies. And I'm so thrilled because I have this fun balloon stamp set, Balloon Celebration, and these punches that I had totally forgotten about. So I dug those out. You'll see in an upcoming video as well. I think it's on my Off the Board next week, where I've used the balloon punch. So, and you see, that's another series that gets us into our stash. So I think, you know, we are doing so well this year, playing with our stashes. If we are buying, we're being much more mindful. So this is just awesome. And then the other punch that I dug out and used were these triangles. You'll see that on my Off the Board. So I've been doing a lot of digging into my stash and tools using my cardstock. And this is an old product, and I'll talk more about it in that Off the Board that I recently put into this bowl. As you know, I set up one of the first, I think during the first month of the Freeze Gang and of our freeze, I sort of set up that shelf where I got a lot of glass bowls. I already had all my sequin mixes in glass bowls, and I transferred, buttons and brads and these lovely, very old product. I think I've had these for maybe 15 years, which was from a local company, these acrylic, probably the predecessor to enamel dots. Anyway, I've used them and I'll be using them. So thrilled about that. And now the last thing today, I guess, is a little bit of a PSA. And I'm going to talk about it a little bit in my video on Monday, but because it's the Grab 5, the Scrap 5 challenge, and one of the items that Amy had us use was washi tape. So I have this beautiful bowl, which is just lovely, sitting on my shelf, nice and colorful, of all these gorgeous washi tapes, many of which I have had for a very, very long time. I don't use my washi tape enough, something I need to remedy during the freeze, but here's the PSA for you. They have a best before date, and if they are just sitting around in your stash forever and ever, they become basically unusable, stuck right to the roll. So here, you see, there you go, just stuck to the roll, nothing doing. So, I went through for one of the layouts, for the layout I did on Monday, I think I must have gone through 7 or 8 of these, and I thought I would talk to you about that. One, so that if you have washi tape in your stash, get it out, use it. If you don't, but you really think it's a good item to have, and it is, and you want to use it, then I would say, buy it sparingly, buy it with a kit. And that's what I'm going to do from now on, is maybe every once in a while, get just one. Like I've seen at Creativation, a lot of the collections have come out with like a whole tube of 5 or 6 different washis. One of the beauties of the Secret Not Secret Kit Club is I can ask Christina for just one roll. And for instance, in the Vicky Boutin Kaleidoscope kit, she sent me 1 roll of washi. It's with that kit, I'm using it. And that's what I really want to try and do now, because it's a shame. I mean, I paid good money for this stuff and unusable. So here, you see, let's just try this one. See, and here's another one. That hardly anything is used on this. Unusable. Let's see this one now. Oh, yay. So here's one that is still usable. So I should probably go through, I'm going to have to go through this entire bowl. Oh, good. So 2 out of 2. So 2 out of 4, we're at a 50%. Hopefully, you see, then here. Oh, another one. Okay, so maybe part of this was just not quite knowing. Now, you see, I can't even find the end of this one. I don't even, oh, here, I think, but yeah, see, so here, but here's another one. So there, 3. So you see, we've taken 6, 3 good, 3 bad. So that's this week's PSA. You see, for collecting, we love hoarding, and then look, see, there's nothing much I'll be able to do with these. And I love them. Now, I don't know. I don't think there's a way to fix this. If any of you know of a way, please, please, please leave me a comment down below. But I will go through this bowl. I will, I guess, get rid of these with a little bit of a heavy heart, and then make a pact with myself of getting what is usable used, and then only buying what I need. So there you go. So, oh, and the other thing I want to play with this week, I want to play with these glitter markers. I mentioned this a couple of videos ago, and I don't think I did. So, I want to play with my Nouveau glitter markers this week as well. So, what were you up to this week? How is your freeze going if you're joining us? How do you shop? Are you mindful? Do you tend to just buy all the things? And when you get collections, tell me about that. Do you get samplings of a collection? Or when you see a collection that you absolutely love, you need to buy the whole collection? Now, the only thing that I saw that was different, now, I mean, Bloom from Paige Evans obviously was gorgeous at Creativation. The new Vicky Boutin, Let's Wander. Chamel's Never Grow Up. You know, those are obviously standbys that, you know, you can't pass up. But other than that, it was yet again my beloved Pink Paisley, and it was Fifth and Monaco. That is the collection that really, really, really caught my eye this year. It's a beautiful, bright and bold with tons of black and white, which just makes it awesome. So obviously, I'm going to be asking Christina for a kit based on that. I have in the past asked for a kit to be an entire collection, whereas I've also asked in the past for it to be a kit featuring a collection. What do you normally do? Do you, when you love a collection, do you get the entire collection or do you get a sampling? Tell me, what's your view on collections? And what did you see out of all of the fun Creativation videos, which are your must-haves? Vicky Boutin's texture paste is awesome, so I'm going to have to see how I integrate that into kits, or whether I just have to wait until September. We'll see. So I will talk to you next week. And in the meantime, I don't know who in my lovely Freeze Gang friends will have some videos up today, but those that try and get them, Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life, Kristen from Kristen Crafts, Kathy from Scrappy Kathy, she gets hers up. We don't always get them up on Friday. Sometimes it's a Saturday. We get them up as we can. But Papa and maybe Shannon will get one up this week as well. So in the meantime, I will see you next week. Happy scrapping, happy stash diving, and enjoy your scrappy weekend. Bye.